We have a good one for you between the New York Giants and our home team. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. These guys trying to get back to winning football. They've dropped their last two. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. These guys already have the division locked up, so just now playing for positioning in the AFC bracket. Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And away we go from Oakland. Washington now to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So we expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First and 10 from the 43. From the gun, here's Dart. He tucks it and takes off. This line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. On first and 10, here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's tackled for no gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Drive entire straights. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 3rd-year pocket passer out of Purdue. Watch your P's there, partner. It's Aiden O'Connell.
One thing that Aiden has learned very early in his NFL career is to get the ball out on time and on target. And it's amazing, Kate, how many players could...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. On first down, here's Darts. Jump off cup, right out. Tracy lost it. And the Raiders get to it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Raiders parlay a turnover into a lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out, too. You represent.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. It's Tracy on second down. He dodged the tackle. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion will.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. And go play action. Here's Dart. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On play action with Dart. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Throw here, third down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hand.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
The kick by Gano is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dylan Laube on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-0. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. O'Connell here from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Oakland in just a moment. 1st and 10 from the 43. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Pass caught by Jack Besh. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
From the gun, O'Connell. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, New York.
Now Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Dart gonna throw again. Let's see his running back, Devin Singletary. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Giants are gonna call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dart setting in the throw here. Caught by Washington, left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. We've set it down from 37. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Hope you're all having a very happy holiday season as we run through these final few games of the calendar year 2025. Here are the highlights. And it's the man back for a second tour with the Vikings, a fan favorite, Adam Thielen. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the rookie starter, the second-round pick, Tyler Shuck. He's looking to throw. Nothing's there, so he takes off. And he takes off to the painted grass. Touchdown. 20 yards on the scramble. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Rashad White. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bucs wind up doubling them up. 28-14, your final score. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, not much offense to talk about. Just 1 field goal on the board. 3-0 the score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Malby with the return. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
Off the play action, O'Connell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is 2nd down and very long. O'Connell looking to throw. Grabs by Besh, left side. And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's O'Connell to the air. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Robinson sets in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Jeremy Chin on the cover.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Kick is away and really up there trying to pin them deep. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is O'Connell. Complete beyond the marker. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards. It picks up the first.
Raider, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Raiders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
From the red zone now. Now setting up the screen to Mostert. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He'll hang on to it on the second down option. And that one doesn't give him much, giving maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll go, it's Mostert. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Giants offense all set to get started. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On play action with darts. Couple of big yards on the right side. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. All set now, first and 10. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him, and it starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line with defense all over this one. Back to the line they come, second down.
Brings up second and 11.
From the gun, here's Dart. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Nickel set here from the Raiders, third down.
5 yards on the play.
They'll throw, third and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They took their shot on fourth and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Throwing now on first down, O'Connell has him on a quick hitter. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
Looking to throw. And he puts him here under this one, right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now here comes the New York offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Giants lining things up. First and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Throw right side. Caught by Robinson. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 31.
With the gun this time, here's Dart. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Raiders take
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On first down, O'Connell. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Oakland. Raiders trail by a field goal. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, O'Connell. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you.
They got there in time. He's taken down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
48 yards. And an Oakland first down.
Starting quarterback run here. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
4-yard loss on the play.
Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd.
At the 8-yard line.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Here he is to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We'll start the drive with Singletary. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Singletary again. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop, too. new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Laube with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
O'Connell here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long. They'll air it out on third. Oh, and he nearly had the interception, but he couldn't reel it in. That's the big overtime play they needed. But still, fourth down coming up.
You know, that is such a bummer because those are the moments you live for defensively. Those are all the reps you do in practice to get to that moment when the ball's in your hand to make that interception. He can't get it done. Now he's got to flush it and go make another play.
And hey, we see how little the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Giants about to get to work on offense. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on second down. He lost that football. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Throw here, third down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
And this one's kicked up towards the clouds. Wow. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'd be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in. You've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll go again with Mostert. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. All set to go now from the 35. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on first. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. And the kick team comes on. A chance to win it here in overtime. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for Brock Hugh and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Oakland.